Hello friends, I'm Colonel Failure and you're back in the glorious town of Failurewood, where we're looking at what commenters have described as the finest roundabout ever designed by anyone ever. Certainly those were the comments I imagined seeing after the last episode. So yes, last time around we built this magnificent industrial area, and as you can see we've allotted for a fair bit of industry here, but nobody's using it. No, they're just not that bothered. We're getting a few people move in here and there, and who's this going to be? It's going to be a box factory. Terrific. But the demand isn't quite there yet, and to be honest, I'm not that surprised. I've only got a population of 4,500. We're going to need to do a little bit better than that before we really pack this place out and choke the entire environment with smog. For that is the goal of this series. Is just how polluted can I get it? I figured that with the Green Cities expansion, the optimum thing to do would be to try and undermine that as much as possible. Anyway, oh hello, oh yeah, this is all burned to the ground. Terrific. That's exactly what we wanted. Anyway, today to kind of supplement the industrial area, the demandometer is pointing very clearly at a recommendation I build some blue. So that's what we're going to do. Blue today. Stay tuned. Now then, before we get cracking, I thought we'd have a look at the overall area map here, and while I can obviously afford to buy more places at the moment, I may be able to afford to buy them, but it's not going to let me. What does this button do? That's milestones. Okay, well, all right. Well, I've got all of the places I'm allowed to own at the moment. I thought I had a mod that gave me all of them, but obviously that's been deprecated or some such, so we're just going to have to earn it the hard way. And that's a good thing, playing with the difficulty cranked right up to the max. So what I'm thinking today is that we shall get our commercial area going. It's not going to be a very big commercial area, but I want to get it onto this main trunk freeway that we've got running at the moment, and therefore it's this island here that is the subject of my affections. We're gonna pack this one out as much as we can, and then somehow try to slam a connection in with the freeway there as well. Now, as much as I am building some pretty hideous roads at the moment, eventually they will be lovely roads. They're hideous at the moment because we're doing this for speed. Are we? I said so, therefore it's a thing. All right, so apparently we're doing this for speed, which is why things are particularly heinous at the current time. But later on, we'll make them a little bit better. No, that's just not what I wanted. I want something that follows the coastline. So whereas last time I built a terrific roundabout, let's not kid ourselves. This time we're going to go for a straightforward interruption of the freeway in order to get our connection up here. But the hope is that by setting up in this fashion, we'll drive demand up, we'll fulfill. That's right. Yeah, we will fulfill the demand that exists already to enable us to go just a little bit further. And obviously, the pinnacle of this series will come about when we actually place Failurewood Hills itself. And hopefully it won't get hit by a meteor or indeed Godzilla. Either of these things is possible, probably. Right, let's put that there. Now, several of you have been making mod suggestions, not least of all the move it, or move everything, or move something, get moved, move yourself, that kind of thing. It's called one of those things. And at the moment, why are you giving me hassle there, amigo? I mean, you know, I'm trying to do the right thing. There you go. That seems to be quite fitting. You see, this is looking quite good. Yes, and I'm not at the stage yet where I'm ready to add new mods. In fact, at some point I need to do a bit of a mod clear out. I've got one that breaks every time I load the game, and that's purely because my mod collection was put together when I last played this, which was about 18 months ago. and I guess rather a lot has happened since then. But we're not downhearted. Right, let's... apparently I've got fine road anarchy, which that sounds quite exciting, doesn't it? I only barely remember what that means, but there you go. Right, now then, if we pause up here, not that it makes much difference, we're going to bulldoze this lot. I want to keep the bridges intact, but not a lot else. I'm going to have to keep that bit intact as well. Oh no. Well, that's going to put the pigeon and the cats in close proximity to one another. I was hoping to remove all of that and just keep the bridges and come up with some way of making all of this work, but I guess that's not to be. Right, so this is going to be horrible, right? Okay, so if you are a proficient Skylineser, you might want to hide behind the sofa. Because this is going to cause you some ethical problems, in the sense of what the hell are you thinking there, man? I'll tell you what I'm thinking. I'm thinking, let's see what this does. Now, if you can be bothered, I heartily recommend you go and have a quick look at some of the series I've done before, purely because it will demonstrate that I do actually have a clue on occasion when it comes to road building. Even though what I build tends to be a little unconventional, it does have some thought. Oh, go on, you know you want to. Go on, get in there. It does have some thought processes underpinning it that aren't completely harebrained. I would say they were 72% harebrained, but by and large they do get the job done. Is that what we like? I think it probably is. There we go. So what we're thinking here is an extended one-way system. I imagine a fair amount of carnage, traffic-wise, going on down this road particularly, given that it's two-way. But we'll just have to see how that pans out. If I owned this bit of land as well, we'd be able to do this a bit nicer. But I don't, so we can't, and therefore we're stuck with what we've got here. Right, let's highway ramp onto there. Oh yeah. Oh, this is horrible. And then we'll do the same there as well. Yeah, I think there's going to be a certain amount of elegance in the lunacy here. And what else could we do here? We could put a direct through route, I suppose, of some description. I don't know. Let's do that first. Right. Oh, and then they do this as well. Yeah, this has just got madness written all over it. Tell me I've got some traffic lights. That's something. Now I either need to up the traffic handling of these two. You know what? This might actually work. I'm going to leave it as is just for a moment, and let's see what the traffic make of it. Okay. All right. Yeah. This isn't. Oh no, hold on, maybe it is. Why are you... because you have to go past the on-road before you can get to the... get to the other way. So this is going to lead to... Well, there you go. See? I've managed to create a tailback in no time. Oh, I've also cut the power. We're not going to look at the other end of the power situation there. I know already that they're going to be griping about it. Let's go to there. And then, do you fancy getting across that bit of road? Only over there. Oh, well, that's lovely, isn't it? There we are. Right, that's the power connected again. I'm pretty sure they'll be happy by the time I'm back there. All right, and let's not forget, this is a tiddly little town at the current time. And, yeah, everything I've done here is wrong. It's just wrong. There is no way that this works in any way efficiently. But, hey, it's going to calm the roundabout down. That's the one upside that we're going to get out of this. And especially once I zone this up, it's going to turn silly quickly. Right, I'm going to have to rethink that sooner rather than later, obviously, because the traffic lights are going to cause, it's going to cause bedlam. Some kind of over and on, and some kind of, I don't know, but there needs to be a bit of a crossover happening there. But hey, you know, you can't say it's not got a connection. Right, let's bang some water up in here, and then we'll crack on. Yeah, so I as much as the series goal is going to be just how polluted can we make the place and still have people living in it. I'm not too bothered about whether they're well or not, but as long as they're happy to move in and pay their taxes, then all is well in the world. Dense commercial or get out, frankly. Give me the banding box, and we'll zone it a bit like this. There we go, job done. Right, yes, no, so yeah, how many people can we get living in here and still living in here? Look at that. I love it. They come off here and then immediately try to cross 2 lanes, 3 lanes to to take the right-hand turn. Goodness me, that's a stinker. It really is. Yeah, I mean, okay, I've got some options as to how I could fix that, but I'm going to leave it alone for the moment because it's amusing me. Right, okay, you should have power. Look, here are some power cables. Oh, I'm not producing enough power. All right, it's reasonable that you don't have enough power. Let's up this to like 60, some odd more than that. 67. How's that? Is that enough? Almost enough, but not enough. Let's go for 85 because that will give us plenty of room for further growth. There you go. That's my position. Right, these lots seem to have the lights plugged in now, and that's solid. Right, we've got pollution problems over there. They've got water shortages. Really? Okay, you possibly have got water shortages as well. Right, let's increase our water budget there up to 96. Should be dandy, I would have thought. I'm not entirely convinced the water's clean, but as long as people don't mind too much, that's all good. And you've got a bit of rubbish building up. Well, we can resolve that easy enough. I'll just go and build. If we're running short on power, where would I say we're up to? 75, 85. 85 of our power capacity at the moment. This big fella here should be kicking out more than enough. 175 it's capable of. Yeah, and apparently I'm now producing 193. Something went skew whiff there, didn't it? Right, well, we can drop that back down again. Make me money, damn it. 78, 79, production 74. Well, that doesn't stand to reason. Unless it does. Unless this thing, like all other clever... yeah, that's what it's going to be, isn't it? It's a flipping environmentally friendly power situation, which means that it's erratic. All right, well, we'll go with 72%, and then occasionally people can sit in the dark for a bit. Right, now then, back over in oh, hello, I'm a grand city. Yes, I am. What have we got unique stuff-wise? We can't have a boat museum yet, or a traffic park. I fail to understand. Oh, I see. It's a place where children can learn about traffic signs and rules. Well, doesn't that sound delightful? And then locomotive halls. Locomotives want a shed or a track, I would suggest, rather than a hall. It's not going to do a lot of good in there. But I was looking at water. Yeah, where did I leave the water inlet? There's the sewage outflow. Oh, it's all the way down here. I even put some effort in, and I've tried to use the clean bit. Actually, just how clean is that bit? That's the pollution thing, isn't it? Oh, it's as clean as a whistle. Magic. Okay, good. Right. Now then, it looks like rubbish is building up somewhat, and I would sooner... Oh, my landfill's full. Well, that is going to lead to problems then, isn't it? But fortunately, I've got an incinerator next to all these houses, and that's going to kick through some of it. The question is, what have we got here? Processing rate 48,000 a week, and I suspect that we're not going to keep up with that. Right, empty, multiple problems. You're telling me, Gov. Okay, right. Well, we're going to need another trash compactor somewhere. and we'll stick a Wookiee and a couple of droids and a princess in it. Let's go down over here somewhere. Oh, hello! I don't know why this is on fire. I've even got a fire brigade down this way. It's just over here somewhere. I paid for one with my own personal spending. Look, it's there. Come on, lads. Don't let the town burn to the ground. Has anybody phoned them? Oh, here they are. Look, they've been on a little tour of the area. Yeah, wait at the traffic lights. That's a good thing to do. Yeah, don't worry about, you know, life and insurance. Where are you going now? Well, you've chosen an unconventional route. Look, no, that's just a truck. Oh, he's put his foot down now, though. He's suddenly God, look at that, Jeff. There's a whole bunch of smoke going on over there. And you go, oh, well, what do you think we should do about that? I don't know. Put the sirens on. Let's go and see if we can sort them out. What exactly? There you go. Yeah, you drove past that a minute ago, and now you've decided it would be a top wheeze to actually put it out. Yeah. Okay. Nice. Well done, guys. You really nailed that one. I'll get you all performance bonuses. There you go. There's 3 of them. Look. I don't go back home just yet. Don't know if you noticed or not. Just going to point this out. Lads, just saying that everything over here is on fire. Look at it. It's on... well, they don't seem to be that bothered. I'm pretty certain the bridge isn't flammable, so we'll probably be fine. And it's certainly not stopping new tenants moving in, which is a very positive sign. It shows that there really is an awful lot of positivity surrounding my city. Anyway, we need some more garbage disposal. We've got a floating garbage collector, which lessens water pollution, but will cost me £1,000 a week. I'm not paying that. We've got a garbage truck stop. Uses other people's stuff, no share. That will be a mod. Okay, we've got a large recycling centre, which we don't have the capability to use just yet. Or do we? Oh, apparently we do. But it's £100,000 and I'm not paying that. The regular garbage centre, recycle centre, costs £8,000. Only 240 quid a week to run that. But where's the fun in recycling? Frankly, set fire to it. That way we'll also get a little bit of extra power as part of the arrangement. So if I stick this close to the roundabout here, this will benefit me in multiple ways by giving, you know, good connectivity. Yeah, see, I've thought that through. I could have put it so that it exited onto the roundabout itself, but frankly, we don't need to do that. Right, 1 garbage truck in use. Really? Hire a couple more drivers. I think the demand is certainly there. Meanwhile, these lot are bleating on about needing some police. Okay. Have you got any police? They have no police whatsoever. I mean, later on, I think what I will probably do is try and turn this into a police state as well. Smog-ridden police state, I think, is what we're going to aim for. Right, let's stick a correctional enforcement brigade setup gizmo in there. Side streets are always better than on the main drag, I found. There you go. Right, be happy, pay taxes. Thank you. That's all I want out of you. And someone clean up all this rubbish and the crime. Whether the rubbish and crime are interlinked is hard to tell because every building is complaining about both at the moment. Anyway, you know, see, look, this place was on fire a minute ago and now it's gone like, well, you see, now that all this stuff has burned, that's added some marvellous fertiliser into the ground there. The extra nitrates are really going to help me grow my goods unlimited. Let's change that. Goods. Smoke, damage, ink. There we go. I thought I had a notion, and then I did. Right, okay, right, let's have a look and see how we're getting on over here. What are you complaining about? That's the I don't have the right number of staff who aren't just plain stupid. You need some highly educated people. Well, you're not going to get them. Try some uneducated people and you might have a good chance, given that we're not educating the population at all. See, I mean, you know, your pop soda store here, you shouldn't have a problem in the slightest. Apparently you need some well-educated people to work in a store that effectively just sells Mountain Dew. Yeah, I have a hard time buying that. I think they're just being finicky for the sake of it. How's the queue here? Oh, it's building up quite dramatically. Okay, I'm going to need to rethink that. Maybe we reinstitute the highway, because I don't want to, you know, wreck it deliberately. What I want to do is something a little bit more interesting than what it was before. Let's give that a go, because I have just basically wrecked it, and I'm going to get accused of not taking it seriously. And as you know, Cities Skylines is very serious business. Right, there we are. To get rid of that as well. That's doing nobody any favours. So if I were to just bang this back in again, or two-lane highway. So that's going to cause a little bit of mayhem, because obviously the traffic's going. You've put that in the wrong way, you nana. Turn it around the other way. Can't upgrade this type. I'm sure you used to be able to push a button and reverse the angle, but no matter. We'll just lay that back in again. What are we doing here? Why are you telling me? There we go. Right, do this. Yes. Then connect up onto there. I'd say you probably don't need to be quite as bendy as that, if between you and me, but you know, I know it makes you happy. There we go. We'll stick a little swanaroo in there. Now, I've narrowed the number of lanes because it should make entrance and exit a little bit less fraught with nonsense. At least that's my hope, because I'm going to cross over the highway here with a bit of road, and they're going to love it, probably. We'll go two-way because, you know, that's not a bad idea in the slightest, is it? How do you feel about connecting up? Yeah, there you go. Right. So what this isn't is particularly safe for drivers of any kind. But what it is going to do is it is going to mean that the streets of this fine commercial district aren't completely traffic choked. That's bad. That is. No, you're using up way too much space. You need something a little narrower, I would suggest. So let's put some trees down the middle of it. Trees make people happy, don't they? They'll forget that the other trees are on fire. If they go, oh, look, this boulevard has all the trees. I feel so relaxed and at home. Kind of go, but honey, the forest there, it's on fire. Quiet, I'm relaxed and at home. Okay, oh, well, all right then, but you're a crazy person. Right, now then, have we still maintained our power connection there, given that I just knocked down the odd pylon? I think we probably have. I think the zoning that we've got is holding that in place. Yeah, so we've put traffic lights on the freeway there. That's an unintended consequence, or have we? We've put traffic lights somewhere. That's for certain. What have we got? Oh no, it's better than that. We've got a pedestrian crossing, which is just what you want on a major motorway. Yeah, I find that really helps people get betwixt A and B with very little drama. But it's already flowing better than it was before, despite the fact that this is an absolutely lousy junction. And that, yeah, but it'll do. It'll do the job for the moment. Right. Do we still have? We do still have power. Plus, the other benefit, of course, is that recycle. That furnace that we've got over on Industrial Island is going to be kicking out a bit of power over there. No, look, stop doing the "I'm not connected to anything" dance, because you're not connected to anything. Let's bulldoze that, and then we'll connect you up to there. All right, there you go. Then you shouldn't flash at me in a way that I find disconcerting. There you go. Everybody's chipper. Everything's tickety-boo. Yeah, there you go. That's gonna wrap it up. I've resolved all of my commercial problems with this fine piece of building. And next time around, we're going to do another fine piece of building that tackles the residential demand that we have at the moment. I'm sure I can find somewhere lovely and almost fireproof for people to live on, depending on my mood. Anyway, I've been Colonel Failure. Thank you very much for watching. This is going to be a very chaotic series for a little while. So if you take this game seriously, it might not be for you. But if you've made it this far, then either you have been typing up a particularly egregious comment for the last 15 minutes, or you're going with it to see where it goes. I invite you to go with it to see where it goes, because I am playing in a deliberately haphazard fashion to see just how much abuse I can put this city through while still making a profit. And, okay, so we're not growing at the moment. There we go, and still grow. Just go back to green. Come on, that's the punchline there. Anyway, I've been Colonel Failure. Sling a like at this one if you are perplexed and nervous. And don't forget to subscribe so that you can witness more of these events as they transpire. I'll catch up with you very soon. I'll leave you watching a queue of traffic. Cheerio.